Hello, every pony! Fox Pony, you're not gonna interrupt me?
Didn't I technically interrupt you by you thinking I would?
Dang it, just get to the title card. Well, everything starts off with every pony hiding in their houses, probably due to a bunny stampede. Just my wildest guess. Though we have this brave filly who enjoys a sense of danger. Then we hear Spike think that it's due to zombies. This kinda points to the fact that ponies can die, but I don't know what's scarier. The fact that zombies are invading or Pinky's trying to lure ponies into a dark building.
Jaice, she isn't that bad, at least she's doing it with good intentions.
Good intentions? You mean socially outcasting a zebra they don't even know? Yeah, this episode refers to racism. I just don't understand how a group of candy-colored ponies can be racist against a pony that has two colors.
What's a zebra?
Fox Pony, I already explained this 3 times before we scripted. Rage, I made him break the 4th wall, yummy 3 bits. Anywho. This is something I've been wondering due to the past episodes. Does Ponyville offer any type of protection? Cause the main reaction to trouble seems to be hiding in their houses. Did Celestia just assume that having the elements of harmony is enough to protect the town? Cause she might be right, but still. But here's another problem.
She's mysterious, sinister, and spooky.
So you've talked to her, right? Because you have to at least talk to her to have any right to say anything about her. But something Twilight says is very interesting.
My books say that zebras come from a faraway land, but I've never seen her in Ponyville. Where does she live?
Now this brings a theory to mind. From the sounds of it, Zecora may come from a land past Equestria since none of the lands have zebras. But we do get to hear about the Everfree Forest and how the ponies are scared of it because it manages itself. A fear of things you can't control. What aren't these ponies scared of?
They aren't scared of Pinky.
Which makes no sense at all. But at least in the end they learn Zecora's not evil.
Yeah, every pony likes to shop. You know what I think?
Apple Bloom, hush and let the big pony talk.
Oh, sure. The little ponies don't have anything important to say.
When do you have something important to say?
Lots of times. Like here's an interesting fact. Digging at the ground could be a sign that Zecora is checking for tracks. There doesn't have to be any hoof prints on the ground, but how soft or hard the ground is can determine if ponies have been walking around lately.
How do you... Never mind, let's continue. Once Apple Bloom follows Zecora, the group heads out to find Zecora and Apple Bloom.
Then we get to see plants everywhere.
Though what's interesting is that the plants seem to have an infinite amount of symptoms to make the ponies look, sound, or act silly. And how it can do this? I don't know, but I can theorize.
It could be magic,
or it could be the symptoms that correspond with their cutie marks. But what confuses me most is the fact that Apple Bloom, the only one not affected by Poison Joke, somehow gets out of the flower field when she was using Applejack as a ride. Sure, some pony could have taken her back, but Applejack seemed quite fond of protecting her kin, so how did Apple Bloom not get affected? Let's focus, Fox Pony. She could have got a ride, so let's leave it at that. So once every pony gets Twilight thinking this is a curse, they set off to find Zecora, but what I can't stand is that our bookworm librarian doesn't read a book because it sounds stupid. On top of that, Spike is literally looking at the page that Zecora shows Twilight to make a cure. Wouldn't he think to stop Fluttershy and state that he found a cure?
Jaice, mind if I throw a theory into the mix?
Sure, just don't blow a fuse while you do it.
No worries, it's not that kind of theory. I want to take note of everything in this episode. How ponies cower in fear of Zecora. How Pinkie Pie says something and it's actually wrong for once. Something isn't right to me. Everything she says is to advance or further the plot, and since when is Pinkie wrong? What if Zecora actually gobbled the main 6?
But we get to see them alive and befriending the town in the end.
Ah yes, but what if it's all a trance she put them under? The second the main 6 entered her hut, she could have hypnotized them. This could make them experience time in a much slower rate. In their minds, they went back to Ponyville, while in reality, Zecora was preparing them for lunch.
I didn't know what I was expecting from you. Get out of here!
Like you think you have that much control over me. But before I go, I have to say, Jaice only likes this episode because it brings Zecora into the show. I bid you all farewell.
Sorry about that, every pony. If you all hate rage, say so in the comments. But like always, keep it cool, every pony.